In this video, I'm gonna break down the credit score. And the reason why I'm gonna do it is because a lot of us is worried about our credit score and we don't even know why our credit score is the number that it is. So I'm gonna break it all down to you. So for starters, what I'm gonna get into is the lowest credit score you can have. The lowest credit score you can have is a 300. And the highest credit score you can have is 850. Now, in the future, they will be boosting it to 900. But right now, most creditors are using 300 to the 850 range. So you're going to fall somewhere in there, right? So if you're at 300s, you got a lot of work to do. But don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you what to pay attention to. I'm going to show you what you need to know so that you can enhance your score to obtain whatever financial product that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a car loan, if you're looking for a credit card, if you're looking for a personal loan, a mortgage, your credit score matters. And I'm gonna show you how to boost your credit score. It's real simple if you understand what actually makes up your credit score. So when we go from 300 to 850, that means there's 550 points, right? 550 points that equal your score. So I'm gonna tap into my financial almanac. This is where I take all my notes, anything I learn, study. This is why I write it down at. I suggest you get you a financial almanac, and if you're gonna watch my videos, start writing down some of this stuff too. So when you hear other stuff from different places, you can compile it all up, and before you know it, you ain't got to ask nobody nothing. You just open up your book and draw it up. So when we're dealing with the point system, right? I told you there's 550 total points. So I'm gonna break down each category. The first category is payment history. Now, if you got a Credit Karma app, right? Yeah, if you open up that Credit Karma app, the first thing on there is what? Your payment history, right? Okay, the second category is credit card usage or utilization. Credit utilization is probably what it's called, right? That is the next number. If you want Credit Karma, you're gonna see. The third thing that matters in terms of the point system is the age of your credit, right? The history. So if you got two credit cards, right? One is 10 years old and the other one you just got 2 years ago, the age of your credit history is 6 years. Why? Because you got one credit card for 10 years, another one for 2 years. You add those both up, that's 12. You divide it by two cards. Your average age of your credit history is 6 years. Before, they used to go with the longest one you had. They don't do that no more. Now they add them up and divide them, right? So now the fourth thing, the fourth subject in the point system is mix of credit. What does that mean by mix of credit? Mix of credit means that you have a car loan. Maybe you got a student loan. Maybe you got a credit card. Maybe you got a personal loan. Maybe you got a mortgage or a boat loan, right? You got multiple products. You got a line of credit. These are multiple different things. Why do they want to see that you have multiple different lines of credit? Yeah, my son. All right, well, I'm back with the little one. All right, so basically what I was talking about is mix of credit. Why do they want to see that you have a mix of credit? Because it shows that you're responsible, right? A person who just got 4 or 5 credit cards, that just means that they was able to get 4 or 5 credit cards. But a person who has a car note and a mortgage and credit cards, right? And a personal loan and lines of credit, this person is really responsible financially. So what it all boils down to is your mix of credit actually matters. And the last thing that matters is the inquiries. Yeah, all of y'all talking about inquiry. Oh, I don't want to get no more inquiries. Yeah, inquiries. That's the fifth thing that matters. That's the fifth category. So now I'm going to break down to you how much each of these categories actually matter. How much they actually matter. How much each category is point-wise. Because these points all equal your credit score, right? So remember, I told you 550 points. Let's break it down. So you got 550 points. Your payment history is approximately 192.5 points. It's your payment history. That's approximately 35% of your score. So if you got 100% payments, oh, you good. You good. You got 100% payments, you're good, right? Because now, out of 550 points, you got 192 right then and there, right? So the bottom is 300. 300 plus 192.5, you already at 492.5 just by having 100% on-time payments, right? So the next category, which was credit utilization, this is 165 points, right? 30%, approximately 30% of your credit score. So now when you look at the first two, you got 192 plus 165. That's 357? That's 357.5 points. So just by having 100% payment history and having your credit utilization under 9%, or even under 29% is good, but if it's under 9%, you're going to have, right? Realistically, you're going to have a credit score of 657. You got a 650 just off acing these two. Now, the third one, age of credit, which is 15% of your score, right? This is 82.5 points. Now, this is going to take you some time to build up, right? Because realistically, you want to get to a seasoned age, a double-digit age. In order to get to a double-digit age, it's going to take you some time. So don't worry about that. Just take your time and keep building your credit, and eventually you're going to get there. Mix of credit. Now, this is the one I was telling you about. Get you a mortgage, get you a car note. Like, let's say you're going to buy a car, right? And here's here's a prime example of what you could do. Let's say you're going to buy a car, and you got $5,000 to buy a car. Instead of paying $5,000 for the car, pay $4,000 and finance $1,000, right? Why you want to finance $1,000? Because it's gonna show up as a car note. It's only $1,000. Or finance $500. It's gonna show up as a car note. That's gonna help your credit out, right? So now you got a credit card and you got a $500 note on the car that you owe, right? Well, it ain't a $500 note, but you got $500 that you financed on a credit card. This is gonna show up, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So mix of credit. Go get you some personal loans. Go get some secure loans, right? Put your money up, go get a secure loan. Go get a secure credit card. Now you got two mixed uses, right? Eventually you're going to get a house. When you get a house, yes. After you get some equity in your house, pull a home equity line of credit out. I'm going to make a video about that because it's one of my favorites, right? So the last topic we get into is inquiries. Inquiries are 10%, same as mix of credit, 10%. So this is only 55 points. So all of y'all talking about, oh, I don't want to apply for that because this is going to be another hard inquiry and it's going to mess my credit score up. Like, listen, once you get over 5, you can't lose more than 55 points. Like, it just is what it is. So let's say you got 5 inquiries. Each of those inquiries is worth 11 points. Once you get to 5, anything over 5 is worth 0. So it's not going to affect your credit score. Now, what it is going to affect is your chances of getting credit. But in the case of, let's say, like a mortgage or a car or auto loan, you know, something where you're searching for the best rates, it don't affect it. That's why hard inquiries ain't really that big of a deal. But hard inquiries can be a determining factor of whether or not you get approved for something, because it may look like you desperate. It may look like you money hungry and you need some bread, right? So that's cool. So look at your score. Look at your score. Go to Credit Karma, look at your score. And after you look at your score, break down the point system that I just gave you. And I'm going to say it again. Your payment history is 35%, which is 192.5 points. Your credit card usage or your credit utilization is 165 points. Your age of credit is 82.5 points. Your mix of credit is 55 points. And your inquiries are 55 points. So you do the